Oh, sure. Let's talk about camera gear. I love camera gear. I, I'm a very active purchaser from B&H and other places out there. Myself, I use Nikon gear. Um, it's just my preference, and it's not that that's the best camera, um, but it's a great camera. And you could do as well with a Canon or a Sony or a Panasonic or some of the other digital SLR cameras out there. But really, the best images are created in your mind. That's where the real image comes from, and the camera is just the technical apparatus that you use to create that image with, or capture that image with. The creativity and the creation of that image really comes from inside your own mind. So, which camera is the best one? It's hard to say. It's the one that feels best in your hand, is best balanced, is within your price point, because they range from a really good digital SLR could be had for around $500, $600 on up to $8,000, for the new Nikon D3X, which is a 24 megapixel camera. So, you know, there's a lot of cameras out there. It's not really the camera that makes the photograph other than capturing it. It's what's in your head, and it's important to realize that if you see an advertisement that says this camera will make you a world-class photographer and all your friends will flock to see your photographs, well, that's just marketing and advertising, and it's not true. Um, what is true is that what you bring to the image, to the camera, is your eye for the composition and knowledge of how to use the camera. And whether it be a Nikon or a Canon or Sony, it's your knowledge of how to use the camera and the creativity in your mind of visioning that image and capturing that image. That's where a great photograph comes from. So it's a lot of fun to have some of this camera gear because there's some really cool stuff out there. The most important thing is to find a good camera, regardless of brand, and then work on building your creativity, your composition skills, and learn how to print it so it looks like it did through the viewfinder, because that's another skill in of itself. But when it comes to camera gear, just get the one that feels right for you and that you can afford, and then build on it from there. Build on your creativity first and foremost.